iRacing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just another...
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fearless Broadcasting. My name is Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth, joined tonight only by the voices inside my head as we are racing with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League. Riding on board with Will Moore at the moment in the Black Rifle Coffee number 29 Ram. Keith Ayres currently the fastest car on track down pit road at the moment. Everybody joining up for drivers meeting. 2 minutes 50 seconds left in the session. Smaller field out here tonight. Only 13 cars currently set a time. Timmy McDonald and Brandon Harris yet to set a time. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier sponsor of the Truck Series here on Sunday nights. Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. RAIDER PvE. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. Minute 20 left in practice as we wait for everybody to finish up out here tonight. jump over to qualifying here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Here with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series. Let's go on board with Chris Echapar. We roll off of pit road. Rolling off of turns 3 and 4, I believe. Tagging the wall big time, losing that qualifying lap, trying to get it stopped before he crosses the start-finish line. He manages to do so, saving his second qualifying lap. Jacob Schoffert currently passes on track. Tanner Ensign, 49/100th behind him. Trey Smith, 95 behind. Brandon Harris in the 33, a full second and a third behind him. Double zero of Jacob Schoffert looking to improve his time. Not sure if he's going to. Does not with a 37.56 at the moment. Let's jump down to Adam Ramsey. Currently in 5th. We start rolling around. Apologies for that. Adam Ramsey in the 97 taking the fastest qualifying lap. Jacob Schoffert missing out by 1/1000th of a second. My apologies for looking away. I had to update my broadcast notes because apparently I forgot to do that a lot sooner. My apologies for that. Mike Presley and Gene Watkinson yet to set a time out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Not sure if they have a EOL, as we only have 20 seconds left in qualifying. We get ready for 70 laps under the sun here in Las Vegas. Gonna have a great day. Here we go, folks. 75 laps under the sun here at Las Vegas. 97 of Adam Ramsey on the point. Jacob Schaffet alongside. Keith Ayers in third. Chris Etchepar starting in fourth. Tanner Ensign in fifth. Trey Smith in the mellow yellow number 3 in sixth. Brandon McKee yet to spawn in seventh. Wayne Isbell in eighth in the number 6 Night Vision Napa Chevrolet. Marcus Kaiser in the 42 behind. Dakota Henderson yet to spawn in. Will Moore down in 11th in the number 29. Brandon Harris, in the 33. Timmy McDonald in the 25. Brighton Coleman, Mike Presley yet to spawn in, and Gene Watkinson in the 111 Pepsi machine at the tail end of the field. Waiting on Dakota Coleman and Mike Presley to spawn in, and we will be ready to go racing out here tonight at Las Vegas with the Wild West Racing League once again. Jacob Schaffet a little eager there, trying to roll off before the pace truck is off. Pace truck rolling now. I am running in 1440p because otherwise the resolution on your side looks a little goofy. Jacob Schaffet starting in second. Oh, he had an EOL penalty. That is why he pulled off. Made sure to get down to the bottom of the racetrack before the formation lap is over. 16 of Chris Etchepar and everybody on the outside line moving up one position. Mike Presley failing to start the race out here tonight. Trey Smith also falling to the tail end of the field in the number 3. 97-16, 19-6, 44-31, 42-5, 29-33, 25, 111. Not sure if the 29 was falling back or what, but everybody getting settled in, ready to go racing here at Las Vegas as we roll up into turns 3 and 4 we go. Nobody is trying to really warm up their tires. Team Ignition number 97 and 16 side by side. Both Toyota pickup trucks on the point for the restart. Teammates for the lead as we roll up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag in the air. We are racing here in Viva Las Vegas. Perfect start from the 97 and the 16s. We charge down into turns 1 and 2 we go. 97 and 16 doing the perfect rolling roadblock, blocking the 6 and the 19 both on the top and bottom line. 44 punting the hell out of the 19 as we get rolling here. Keith Ayers and the 44 of Tanner Ensign trying to work the magic down on the bottom of the racetrack behind this 97. 6 trying to run the 16 up to the high side, almost going 3 wide for a moment there. They were debating it off of turn 3. Managed to get away from it. 97 and the 16 falling single file now. Bottom of the racetrack is open for the 19 and the 44. 16 down to the bottom. 97 on the midline. Walking through turns 1 and 2 we go again. Starting to settle down early. We start racing 4 abreast just behind them in perfect formation. Not quite side by side, but definitely running hard here already in the early laps of this race. 3 of 75 this time by. Let's start jumping into the field a little bit. Jump down to Tanner Ensign in the 44. He has a whole pack of trucks behind him. Down into turns 1 and 2 we go again. Keith Ayers on the high side, 44 on the bottom, 42 31, and a 29 behind, all getting really racy. 42 of Marcus Kaiser, putting some hefty blocks out there on the 29, really loose through 1 and 2. Needs to be a little more steady with his moves overall. 19 of Keith Ayers leading the way of this pack. 44 in the middle of the 19 in the 42. Pushing up to the high side, down through the short chute, back into turn 1. 29 on the bottom behind the 42. 31 stuck on the high side of Brandon McKee, getting real close off to the exit of turn 2. Everybody managing to stay clean. 44 helping push the 19 down into turn 3. Let's start jumping down into the field a little bit more. Let's go down to the 00 of Jacob Shoffett behind the 33 of Brandon Harris. 3 of Trey Smith right behind him. Despite starting at the tail end of the field, both of these guys are already back up in 11th and 12th and charging through the field out here tonight at Las Vegas. Both of these guys knowing they're fast and deciding working together is going to be the better option in the early part of this race. Get settled back in early, make up as much time as we can, and make sure we don't botch our pit stops under green or under caution. Chris Etchepar taking the lead here. 97 of Adam Ramsey, not really willing to let him run away with it though as we charge back down into turns 1 and 2. 97 of the 16, 2 Team Ignition Toyota Tundras, I believe these are. Down the backstretch, still trying to do the rolling roadblock formation out here. 6 really putting on a good show. 19 and the 44 catching back up. Both of these guys really putting on a good show off of turn 4. Couple cars getting loose on the exit of 4, trying to keep their trucks straight. White line rule is in effect. You can run all the way down to the apron if you want to. Whoa, big radial glitch for the number 16. 97 in the 6 on the high side behind them. 16 leading the charge now down into turns 3 and 4. 6 throwing one up on the inside on the 97. Not sure if he's going to have the momentum to make it work. 19 and the 44 would have to go with him. 97 going back down for the block. Across the start-finish line. 8 of 75 completed this time by. Rolling back into turns 1 and 2. Let's jump down to the tail of the field. Mike Presley started from pit road. He is almost 20 seconds behind the pace. Gene Watkinson, 4 seconds behind Timmy McDonald. Let's take a look at Timmy McDonald now in the number 25. Bit of a world by himself, 2.5 seconds behind Brenton Coleman, in 13th ahead of him. And only falling back. Let's jump up a little bit further to Trey Smith now. 00 of Jacob Shoffett just ahead of him. Big pack all trying to stick together here. Shoffett and Smith need to work together. Round off of turn 2. These guys know they're fast. These guys know their setups are working for them tonight. They started in the high-mid parts of this field. Jacob Shoffett started on the pole, essentially, or on the front roll, I should say. My apologies. 3 wide for a moment there into entry of turn 1. 00 running the 5 of Dakota Henderson all over the racetrack, managing to get away from him. 3 of Trey Smith up the inside. 44 Tanner Ensign way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Managed to recover it. Down into turn 3. 3 of Trey Smith all over the bumper of the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. We roll through turns 3 and 4. 5 Dakota Henderson. 44 of Tanner Ensign just ahead. 42 on the bottom. 00 right there with him. Jumping back up a little bit further, let's go up to Dakota Henderson now in the number 5. Looking at the 31 of Brandon McKee just ahead of him. Wayne Isbell in the number 6 just up the road in the Night Vision Napa. Chevrolet just ahead of him, excuse me. Will Moore up the road by a little bit as well. High end of the field. Starting to pull away here, Chris Etchepar. Still right there with Adam Ramsey. Keith Ayers right there behind him. Whoa! 5 gets sent for a spin and into the wall. Off of turn 2, not sure if he got hit. 5, Dakota Henderson, big front left and front right damage by the looks of it. He got knocked all over the racetrack. No caution. 13 of 75 as this 5 tries going down pit road. Can't quite make the turn. Stuck back out on the racetrack. Unable to get around and into pit road or slow down enough in time. Not going to be able to rewind to it at the right moment. 16 and the 97 still fighting it out for the lead here. Of 75, 15 at the line, 16 and the 97, really trying to work together. Keith Ayers looking up the inside of the 97, 16 giving a little toe down the front stretch, bit of an interesting strategy, helping the car that is not your teammate down into turn 1. 97 really kind of being left out to dry at the moment. 16 of Chris Echepar helping the 19 with the draft, just behind him. Back through turns 3 and 4. 19 of Keith Ayers still looking up the inside of the 97. Will Moore right behind him in the Black Rifle Company number 29 Ram. Broadcast is brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy Swag Shop, home of all your favorite Fearless drivers merchandise, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, the official paint booth of Fearless Broadcasting, Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. 29 and the 19, up the inside of the 97 and the 16. Beautiful move. 2 Rams, I believe, are potentially teammates here. Will Moore and Keith Ayers with a beautiful move on the inside through the front stretch, passing the 16 and the 97. New leader, Will Moore. Everybody trying to get settled back in out here tonight. Will Moore now leading the charge in the number 29 Ram. 19 of Keith Ayers just behind him. Yes, they are. They are Ayers Moore Racing in both the 29 and the 19 Ram pickup trucks. Start jumping down into the field a little bit more. Jacob Schaffet back up to 6th, having gotten past the might of the number 44, Tanner Ensign. Trey Smith just behind Ensign now as the field starts spreading out. Everybody getting calmed back down. Dakota Henderson did not have to go down pit road, but he is immensely off the pace. 14 seconds behind now and falling out here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the Wild West Racing League. 00 of Jacob Schaffet putting on a good show at the moment. Trying to run down the 6 of Wayne Isbell just up the road. Trying to keep up. Get that pole position back. 44 being real risky on the bottom of the racetrack. Clipped the apron and almost got sent for a wild ride. Managed to recover it. We saw the same thing happen in practice. Has to be really careful with how he does it. Through turns 3 and 4, 19 of Keith Ayers and the 16 of Chris Echepar fighting it out for second place now. 00 all the way down to the grass. Let's jump on board with the 19. 19 under pressure from the 16 and the 97 on top and behind. 19 Odyssey Ram 1500 trying to run away from these two, trying to side draft the pair down into turns 3 and 4. Teammate Will Moore leaving him in the dust a little bit here. He's just shy of a second up. not sure if it is the smart option to leave your teammate out to dry. We start settling back in. 16 trying to get past the 19 on the bottom of the race, on the top side of the racetrack. Excuse me, 97 going up there with him. He breezes on past midline, and the high lines starting to be the faster lines out here tonight. We start settling back down. 19 of Keith Ayers shredding those tires, trying to keep up. Just shy of a third of the way into this race. Will Moore about a second up on the 16 and the 97. 19 of Keith Ayers falling back down to fourth and dropping a lot, almost half second down already. Trying to catch back up to the 97 just ahead of him. Going to be a heck of a task to do. Let's jump down to the 33 of Brandon Harris. The other handful of Toyotas out here tonight, trying to run down the 3 of Trey Smith through turns 3 and 4. "25 laps completed this time by, the next time by, excuse me, because I can count. Jumping back into the field here. Let's go up. Dakota Henderson down pit road this time. Brandon McKee down one. Starting to see some green flag stops out here tonight. Jumping up to Will Moore. Almost a second up on the 16 of Chris Etchepar just behind him. Adam Ramsey right there with him. Keith Ayers behind. At a third of a second behind Ramsey at the moment. Five Dakota Henderson at the tail end of the field, down 2 laps. 29 of Will Moore leading the way still. Chris Etchepar down pit road, going for a split pit strategy for the 2 teammates. Down pit road this time. Adam Ramsey taking the lead away. Keith Ayers right behind. Again, going for the split team pit strategy. Solid idea. Basically, your whoever gets sacrificed to go first goes down pit road first, and then the other guy comes in. Usually about 2 or 3 laps later. 97. Whoa! Nearly getting clobbered by the 5 as he slows down onto pit road. Keith Ayers up to the lead now. Adam Ramsey waited 2 laps for his, well, waited 1 lap for his teammate. Oh, that wasn't him. Adam Ramsey, my apologies. Waited 2 laps for his teammate to get out of pit road. '19 starting to slow down himself, getting ready to come down pit road this time. Tanner Ensign will be in control. No, he will not. He's coming down pit road as well. Brighton Coleman spins off of turn 4. Caution comes out. Spun it up, trying to get onto pit road. He will get a free pit stop, but he is just completely messed up a lot of teams' strategies. I think the one that's going to get the most out of this, where did he go? Tanner Ensign. There he is. I was like, wait a minute. Tanner Ensign is going to be the one with the greatest win on the pit stops here. The Brighton Coleman, the car that brought out the caution, will have to come in this time. Tanner Ensign got a free pit stop out of the number 4 Arby's barbecue machine of Brighton Coleman. Spinning off of turn 4. Not sure if he's going to enter a closed pit, but it looks like he's going to. Gene Watkinson and Timmy McDonald joining him down pit road. Keith Ayers will be in control. Will Moore in second. Tanner Ensign up to third. Brighton Coleman in fourth. Well, Brighton Coleman down pit road, excuse me. Chris Etchepar, Adam Ramsey, Jacob Schaffet, Trey Smith, Marcus Kaiser, Wayne Isbell, Brandon McKee, and Brandon Harris all on the lead lap. Dakota Henderson and Mike Presley both down by 1. First caution of the night here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is Fearless Broadcasting. Stay fast. Stay fast and stay fearless.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
'19 of Keith Ayers still leading the way here as we start getting settled back in, ready to go green flag, this time by choosing the bottom of the racetrack for the restart. 29 of Will Moore going to be lining up alongside him as his teammate. Everybody getting started to get settled in now behind the pace truck. 19, 29, 44, 111, 25, 4, 16, 97, 003, 42, 6, 31, 33, 5, and the 0. Pace truck staying out one more time here as we get settled in at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Pace truck is off, rolling through the restart zone we go. Apologies for that, had to take care of something. Green flag back in the air, 34 of 75 this time by 29 in the 19 away beautifully. Outside line did not seem to get a good restart. For 97, excuse me, of Adam Ramsey in fourth place. Wait. 244. So who's the other 44? Is Mike Presley in a 44 truck? He is. All right. Tanner Ensign up to the lead of this race. Whoa, a couple of cars up into the wall. Managed to recover it. 19 and the 44 battling it out in the turns 1 and 2. 44 playing the dangerous game all the way down on the apron. He keeps clipping the apron. Gotta be really careful with how he does. We saw in practice, privately of course, he clipped the apron and got sent for a ride hard right across the racetrack, taking out a few cars as they came around, making that truck as wide as possible, trying to block the 19 and the 29 behind him. 36 of 75 completed this time by back down into turns 3 and 4 we go. 44, 29, 19, 97 on Adam Ramsey trying to get back up into the mix. 00 of Jacob Shoffett with a masterclass run. He's looking up the inside, trying to draft with the 29. 3 wide for the lead for just a moment. Down the front stretch, 19 blocking the 00 on the bottom. 29 up to the lead once again. Will Moore back in the lead of this race. 19 and the 44 side by side off of turn 2. Both trucks a little slow. A little loose, excuse me, off the corners. 44 stuck on the mid-slide. On the midline, excuse me. Down through the tri-oval we go, past the start-finish line. Will Moore in control of this race. Let's jump down to Trey Smith in a world of trouble back here. 16 right behind him. 0, ignore the fact that he's in the 44. 0 of Mike Presley, despite being down a lap, putting on a good fight for positions here tonight. Trey Smith looking up the inside of the 542 and the 97, playing a bit of a dangerous game. A lot of really good trucks around him. He's in a really good truck as well. Down through turns 1 and 2 and on to the backstretch we go once again. The ignition number 97 of Adam Ramsey just up the road. 40 laps completed this time by. In a team ignition sandwich. Whoa, big slide for the 16 off of turn 2, clobbering the 5 of Dakota Henderson, trying to snake past the 97 on the bottom. I believe they are 3 wide at the fenders. 397 in the 42. 44, Tanner Ensign falling back. Not sure if he's having a problem, but he is starting to slow down out here tonight at Las Vegas. Back through turns 1 and 2. Will Moore and Keith Ayers back up in the lead. In the Ayers Moore Racing number 29 and 19. 00 of Jacob Shoffett looking to win another race out here with the Wild West Racing League. Back through turns 3 and 4. Still leading the way. Will Moore off of turns 3 and 4 we go. 43 of 75 this time by. Coming to the final 30 laps out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's jump down into the field to Bryton Coleman in the number 4. Haven't been on board with him since the caution. Trying to run down the 31 of Brandon McKee just ahead of him. Brandon Harris a little bit further up the road, over a second ahead. Down the backstretch off of turn 2. 31 real loose off of turn 2. Rolling off of turn 2 we go again. 31 still majorly loose off the exit of turn 2 and down the backstretch 4 of Bryton Coleman. Still putting on a good show, getting past the 31 now. 33 Brandon Harris just up the road. Approaching the start-finish line now. 30 laps to go. This time by Will Moore still leading the way. Let's jump over to Marcus Kaiser in the 42. Fighting the number 5 of Dakota Henderson for position. 5 trying to unlap himself. Whoa, another big slide from the 5 off of turn 2. He has had some big issues on the exit of turn 2 tonight. Managed to recover it once again. Now under pressure from the 6 of Wayne Isbell and the 97 of Adam Ramsey. They both try to breeze past on the high side. .29 laps to go out here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Jumping back up to Will Moore. Big jump on the camera. 28 to go. 29 and the 19. Back down into turns 1 and 2. Both running away from Jacob Shoffett, running together. Putting on a good show. Not sure if these guys are going to have to pit one more time. It would stand to reason that they probably have to in the dying laps of this race. Question is, how early do you come in for it? To go. Jacob Shoffett 2.3 behind the leader. 2 seconds behind Keith Ayers. Let's jump down to him. Jacob Shoffett in third. Tanner Ensign less than half a second behind. 3 of Trey Smith right behind him as well. Good pack of cars trying to catch up to this 0-0 of Jacob Shoffett. Question is, will anybody be able to get past him and start working back up towards the number 19 and the 29 in second and first? Everybody pretty much in single file action. 26 laps to go here with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series, Broadcast brought to you in part by Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different events for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. Wild West Racing League also brought to you in part by the WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy Swag Shop, owned and operated by our very own 00, Jacob Shoffett. Home of all your favorite Fearless Drivers merchandise. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, the official paint booth of Fearless Broadcasting and the Fearless Racing team. Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setup. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. 24 laps to go. Time's running out for a lot of drivers out here tonight. 16 of Chris Etchepar catching up to the 00. Couple cars having gone down pit road. Will Moore in the 29 down pit road this time. Question is, who else is going to go in the dying laps of this race? Needs to be careful and needs to really strategize this. Keith Ayers up 3 seconds up on the 00 of Jacob Shoffett as he rounds off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. 16. Chris Etchepar right behind him. Dakota Henderson and Mike Presley getting past Will Moore. .22 laps to go. Keith Ayers down pit road now. Jacob Shoffett now in the lead of this race with 21 laps to go. 16 of Chris Etchepar trying to get past on the bottom of the racetrack. .00 trying to hold off the 16 with about a car length ahead. Back down into turns 3 and 4. Question is really how much longer will any of these guys be able to keep going. .00 of Jacob Shoffett down pit road this time. Managed to keep it clean. Chris Etchepar up to the lead. Adam Ramsey right behind him. 44 of Tanner Ensign with him as well. Wayne Isbell right there. Trey Smith, Marcus Kaiser, Brandon Harris, Brandon McKee all down pit road. Let's jump over to Wayne Isbell, excuse me. Gene Watkinson back up to 6th. Brighton Coleman up to 5th. Wayne Isbell in 4th. Timmy McDonald down in 11th. He's going to jump up to 7th as we start seeing more green flag pit stops. 19 laps to go this time by. To go. 6 of Wayne Isbell still in 4th place. Chris Etchepar leading the way out here tonight in the number 16. Off of turn 2, down the backstretch we go. 97 Adam Ramsey right behind him. Will Moore, Keith Ayers, Jacob Shoffett, Trey Smith, Marcus Kaiser, Brandon Harris, Dakota Henderson, and Mike Presley down pit road. Brandon McKee back up to 14th, a lap down. Question is, how much longer will these guys at the front of the field be able to continue going? Chris Etchepar, Adam Ramsey, Tanner Ensign, Brighton Coleman, Wayne Isbell down pit road. Gene Watkinson and Timmy McDonald yet to pass him. This goes to show how spread apart this field is. Dakota Henderson and Mike Presley both off pit road down to 29. Ooh, whoa, big radio issues. 29 of Will Moore back on the lead lap. 17 laps to go. Not sure if the 16's starting to run out of tire and gas, but it stands to reason. Adam Ramsey and Brighton Coleman down pit road. Wayne Isbell back down again. Ensign up to 2nd place, down 2 seconds. Question is, how much longer? Isbell off of pit road, down a lap. Etchepar down pit road. Ensign down pit road. Jump over to Gene Watkinson, see if he's going to be the next one down. or if he is going to lead a lap out here tonight at Las Vegas. He's running all the way down on the apron, trying to keep it straight. I believe he's going to be coming down pit road this time. Timmy McDonald right there behind him, staying out on the racetrack in the 25, new leader, Timmy McDonald. Will Moore, Keith Ayers starting to catch up to the guys down pit road. Caution is out. Jacob Schaffet. A bit of an incident by the looks of it. He went off of track. Oh, spun it up off of turn 4. Beautiful pirouette, but that doesn't count for style points. We don't do those here, Jacob. Sliding it through the grass a little bit. Hot racetrack and cold tires, giving the 25 a free pit stop. Will Moore will be back in control of the race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This is Fearless Broadcasting.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling for today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Will Moore back in control out here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, second caution of the night. Will Moore, Keith Ayers, Trey Smith up to third. Brandon Harris, Marcus Kaiser, Adam Ramsey, Wayne Isbell, Brighton Coleman, Brandon McKee, Chris Etchepar, Tanner Ensign, Jacob Schaffet, Timmy McDonald, both down pit road. Dakota Henderson being the lucky dog, getting his lap back down in 14th. Gene Walkinson and Mike Presley both down 1. Pace truck's lights are off, getting ready to go green flag this time by Will Moore, Keith Ayers, Trey Smith, Brandon Harris, Marcus Kaiser, Adam Ramsey, Wayne Isbell, Brandon McKee, Chris Etchepar, Tanner Ensign, Jacob Schaffet, Brighton Coleman, Timmy McDonald, and Dakota Henderson all on the lead lap. Mike Presley and Gene Walkinson both down 1 in 15th and 16th, respectively. Back through turns 3 and 4, getting ready to go green flag once again here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway behind the pace truck, rolling through turns 3 and 4, 29-19 on the point. Two teammates on the start. 3 of Trey Smith and the 42 with him on the bottom. Really getting lined up. 6 of Wayne Isbell right there with him. Pace truck down pit road this time. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flags back in the air. We are racing 29 to 19 away beautifully. 33, leaving a huge gap between the 19 and himself. 3 of Trey Smith right there behind him. Back down into turns 1 and 2 we go. 3 of Trey Smith trying to lead the charge for the rest of the field. Down on the bottom of the racetrack. Breezing past the 19 on the outside. 29-3. Whoa! Big hit from the 29 on the 3 on the 29, excuse me. 3 wide behind them. It's all out racing here tonight. 00 Jacob Schaffer gets a good punt. Out of the way, still 3 wide off of turn 4. Managed to get out of it. 42 in the 16 with the 19 on the top. Beautiful racing. 10 laps to go out here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Trey Smith still on the high side now. 42 and the 19 with the 16 right there with him. 3 wide down the backstretch we go again. 97 pushing his teammate in the 16. 42 in the 16. Beating their doors together. Caution was out. Brandon Harris and Marcus Kaiser. Harris getting towed back to pit road. Let's take a look at what happened. 33, 00 and the 31. 4 wide, 00. Clobbered the 42. Nothing the 33 could do. Jacob Schaffer got hooked on the 42. Nothing they could do about it. Not the way they wanted that to go on that restart. Let's take another look. On board with Jacob Schaffer this time. See if we can go down to a chase cam. Bar chase. That'll help. Well, we're 4 wide on the bottom of your screen there. That's the 6 of Wayne Isbell. This is into turn 1. A little bit of net code and the 42 not remembering, in my opinion, a little bit there. To remember that it's a left-hand turn because he just kept coming up the racetrack a little bit there into the side of the 00 of Jacob Schaffer. 0 of Mike Presley trying to get past. Ignore the fact that he is running a 44 truck. That is the 0 of Mike Presley on the high side, waiting to get the lucky dog this time by. Mike Presley, excuse me. Marcus Kaiser down in 12th. Mike Presley down pit road. Not sure if he got his lap back or if he went straight around the pace truck to go a lap down again. Everybody getting lined back up. 3 of Trey Smith on the outside this time for the restart. 29-3, 19-16, 97-44, 00, 5, 25, 6, 31, 42, 0, 111, 4, and 33. Gene Watkinson down 1. Coleman down 2. Brandon Harris is out of the race. Third caution of the night coming to a close. Rolling back into turns 3 and 4, everybody getting settled back in. Only a handful of laps left to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the Raiders Wasteland Truck Series here with the Wild West Racing League. Everybody waiting on the pace truck to go down pit road. Pace truck is off. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag is in the air, 29 and the 19 away like a bullet. 3 of Trey Smith did not get the start he wanted. 5 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 16 shunting the 3 all the way down into turn 1. Bails on him. 3 wide, but he blinks out of existence. Right there with him, Chris Echapar in the 16, blinking in and out of existence. Side by side, 3 wide behind 3 and the 6 of Wayne Isbell and Trey Smith stuck on the high side. Caution back in the air. Jacob Schaffet, Marcus Kaiser by looks of it. Yep, Jacob Schaffet with pretty big damage. Let's take a look. Why did you both hook hard right or hard lefts here? Let's take a look. 5 Dakota Henderson, 42, and I believe that is the 6. All came together on the high side of the racetrack. Just nowhere for any of them to go. 4th caution of the night. I believe we will be going green, white, checkered with no overtime. Race truck lights are off, getting ready to go green flag this time by. Pace truck down pit road this time. Fourth caution of the night coming to a close here with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered finish. One truck sliding up into turn 3, no caution. Apologies for that. 29 during the 44. White flag is out, coming back no matter what. 97 of Adam Ramsey leading the way now. Down into turns 1 and 2 we go again. 97 having qualified on the pole. Needs to lead this final lap out here tonight. Jumping up to him now. The 97 Will Moore and Tanner Ensign right behind him, side by side, down into turns 3 and 4. 97, unless he spins it out here, will come back around off of turn 4 through the tri-oval and win here at Las Vegas, having led the final lap. What a finish. Tanner Ensign clinches second and Will Moore in third. What a finish to the race out here tonight with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series. Let's get Adam Ramsey up in here. Adam Ramsey, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Hey, Pat. How you doing, brother?
Congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight. Taking the lead on the final lap after only having led a handful of laps out here tonight at Las Vegas. What a finish in that number 97 Team Ignition Toyota Tundra, I think they are. My apologies if they're not. Congratulations.
Thank you, Pat.
Is there anything you'd
yeah,
like to add?
No, I was just gonna say we needed that. You know, we won a couple races here early on, and then we've had a lot of bad trouble. Some of it, you know, our own doing, some of it not. So it was good to gain some confidence and, you know, have a Team Ignition truck finish first.
Well,
and
again, congratulations on a fantastic win out here tonight at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Worked out for you right at the end. Anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, I would just like to thank my teammate. We worked really well together. Raiders Wasteland for sponsoring the series, and then my sponsor, SRA Printables and Dep Graphics. They do a phenomenal job. SRA Printables has all kinds of unique stuff that you can get. Some championship trophies if maybe the league would like one. Check them out.
Well, congratulations once again. Thank you for joining us up in the booth, and we hope to see more of you next week.
All right. Thank you, Pat.
Thank you. Let's get Tanner Ensign up in here next.
Everybody
Tanner Ensign, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got us.
I got you, Pat. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Tanner, congratulations on a fantastic second place finish out there. Struggled a lot from what we were seeing, but managed to get it to work out for you in the end. Talk us through it.
I think this is like my fourth podium this season. We've been real consistent and we show up at the end. I mean, we haven't had a truck worthy of winning, I guess. Strategy just plays into our hands, and that's what it was tonight. I stayed out as long as I could, and that caution come out. Well, I was on pit road, and I had like 10 lap fresher tires and everybody, so I knew I could drive back up to the front. I just didn't have anything for the 97 there at the end. I just shoved him as hard as I could on the restart, trying to get him to clear, and then I knew I could just ride it out behind him.
Well, it worked out for you in the end. Congratulations on a fantastic second place finish right at the line. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No. Thank you, Pat, for coming and broadcasting. Thanks to Fearless Motorsports, Wild Outlaw Custom Diecast, Raiders Wasteland. Everybody who shows up and races every week and makes it a blast.
Well, thank you for joining me up in the booth, and hope to see more of you next week.
Yes, sir.
Let's get Will Moore up in here, and we will sign off. Will Moore, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Yeah, I got you.
Will lost it to the number 44 right at the line. Regardless, what a fantastic race out there tonight here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Talk us through it.
Well, I mean, another week of a late race yellow deciding it instead of who's got the pace. 2 weeks in a row, been moved out of the way for it. So I'm not the happiest in the world. Bring setups that are really good long run, and there was really no point in it. Just end up making a short run. If it wasn't for that, me and my teammate Keith, you would have cycled to the lead before the first yellow that started all that. Thought I held it really good, got a good restart, immediately had another yellow and tried to hold it low, so I wouldn't let the 97 get below me, and just knocked my bumper out of the way and shoved me up the track on the exit. And from there, new tires versus older tires can't do anything. So, I mean, I guess I'm happy to hang on and get a podium, but that's at least 2 weeks in a row and probably a third that, should have been wins that aren't.
Well, regardless, one heck of an effort for both you and the number 19, your teammate, Keith Ayers, out there tonight. Beautiful move with the double overtake on both the 97 and I believe it is the 16 of Chris Etchepar and Adam Ramsey. Heck of a race out there tonight. Regardless, congratulations on the P3, and we hope to see more of you next time. How does that sound?
Yeah, I plan to be every week. We're first time I've ever been a threat for a championship, so go back out and try it again next week. We bring the trucks to do it. It's just getting the luck to go our way when we bring dominant trucks and a late race. Hopefully we can miss a late race yellow or it works more in our favor next time.
Regardless, congratulations on the P3, and hope to see more of you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, folks, you've yet again spent another perfectly good hour and 20 minutes with all of us here at Fearless Broadcasting. We thank you all for joining us tonight with another fantastic broadcast with the Wild West Racing League Raiders Wasteland Truck Series, brought to you by Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDER PvE. This broadcast also brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, my apologies, and Redline Radio. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Racing Network, Fearless Setup Shops, Puffy's Swag Shop, home of all your favorite Fearless drivers merchandise, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, the official paint booth of Fearless Motorsports, Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Juicy Spider Studios and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, that's FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. This has been the Wild West Racing League, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, people stop for real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.